Today, I'm going to be taking you through a system that has the potential to boost your sales by up to 400%. It's an outbound call agent, and we're going to be using VAPI, NAN, and a few other tools to put this together. So as always, you can follow along by downloading the templates from the description below, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so we are inside of NAN now, and this is the workflow that I'm going to be taking you through today. So there are a few steps to it. We have the first step, and then we have the outbound call agent, which is going to be the more complicated second step. So like I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this workflow, both sections, have the potential to boost your conversions by up to 400%. So what I mean by this is that time when you contact a new lead really matters. So you can see in this image here that speed to lead is super important. So if you contact a new lead within the first minute of them either signing up on your website or coming through your outreach system, then your conversion can be boosted up to 391%. And then you can see the drop off. So if you contact them 2 minutes after they sign up, then that already goes down over half, essentially. And then 3 minutes, 98%, 30 minutes, 62%. And then if you leave it 24 hours to contact your new lead, it goes down 370 something percent. So yeah, you can see how important this is. To contact your leads as soon as possible. So like I said, 2 parts to this. We have the AI outbound call agent that's going to do the calling for us. This is super useful because leads could be coming in when you're asleep. So that is the main reasoning behind that bit. And then we also have a section here which is connected to Telegram. So all this is going to do is a lead is going to come in and we're going to get notified straight away with all the lead information. And we can just click on call and then boom, we're calling them straight away. So pretty cool. There's a few different things that we're going to need to set up for this workflow to actually work. So one of them being Airtable. So I'll leave the Airtable database in the description as well. We're going to be using a form website called uform. So essentially what it is it's just Typeform but without the cost, because Typeform is quite expensive. uform you can get started for free. So again, I'll leave everything in the description, and then we're going to be using VAPI later on in this video to get this outbound appointment setter and call agent all set up. So yeah, I'll run you through how this system works. So we have the new lead bit up here. New lead comes in, it adds the new lead to our Airtable database, and then we get notified in Telegram. If we turn this notification system off and we want the outbound call agent to work, then we can basically just let it run. So as soon as the new lead comes in, within a minute, or actually within 10 seconds, they're going to get a phone call. So you'll see here, we find all the new leads, and then we have a HTTP module, which is using the VAPI API, and they're going to get called straight away. So pretty cool stuff. Then we have our actual appointment setter. So how this works is we're going to be using VAPI to go in between the system. So we're going to have our call agent on VAPI, and then it's going to be calling this workflow, and we're going to be trying to book a appointment with our new lead, like a consultation call essentially. So you can see here we have our get open slots. So this is going to be checking the open slots on our calendar, and then this is going to be actually booking a slot in down here. So you can see we have booking success, booking not successful. We'll go through all of this in more detail later. And before I move on, I forgot to mention we're going to be using cal.com as our calendar. So Cal's free to use. Go sign up there. Again, I'll leave the links and everything in the description so you can follow along. This section here is just basically going to be getting our transcript, summarizing it, and then figuring out what path to take and then update Airtable. So if the call gets booked, it's going to go here and it's going to change the status in Airtable to active lead. If it's unavailable, it's going to go here. If it's not interested, it's here. If it's follow up, we'll get a notification through Telegram and it will update Airtable. So let me just show you the Airtable database quickly. So we have the Airtable database. Not that much going on. Again, we'll go through this in a lot more detail in a second, but I'll just briefly show you it. Email, first name, last name, phone number, lead status, a few different inputs from the form. You can change all of this, but just for this example, I'm going to be having budget, interest, and client info, and then the call status. So if this is cool, then our outbound voice agent, our AI voice agent, is going to call them. Then we have a transcript summary and the created time. There are a few different fields here, so record ID, auto ID, and last modified time. We can leave all that hidden for now. Then we have our active leads section here. So like you previously saw, once we call the lead, then their status will upgrade to active, unless they didn't pick up or they're not interested. Then we have a automation view. What this is doing is when that record enters a view, so you'll see here, when record enters a view, this script will run and it will call that webhook to auto call via Vappy. So pretty cool stuff. A fair few different bits to go through, but you can see how powerful this sort of workflow can be. But yeah, let's get into the demo. I'll show you how this works and then we'll crack on from there. Now, first of all, I'll show you just the Telegram notification side of it, and then we'll go on to the actual outbound agent next. So just to test the outbound agent, I'm just going to disable that bit there, and we'll head over to Uform. This is Uform. Really, really easy to use. I'm not going to go too deep into how to create a form and stuff now in this video, but essentially all you want to do is create an account, hit new form, pick from one of their templates, or start with a blank form, and then just build it how you like. Add in any bits of information you want, but for now, and for the purpose of this video, we're going to be using this form that I created. So you can see, really, really clean looking. Looks pretty identical to Typeform, just without the cost, which is pretty good because Typeform is very expensive. This is free to get started. So again, I'll leave the links in the description to Uform. But yeah, let's just fill in a few bits of information here. Cool. And we'll use this number and we'll hit this number and we'll hit submit. So I don't know if you saw that, but Telegram just popped up. So meaning that we've got a Telegram notification saying that our lead is in. Before we check Telegram, let's just head over to the Airtable database and you will see all the information that I've just put in has entered the Airtable database. So what I was saying earlier about these three fields, budget, interest, and client info, they were the bits of information we actually filled out on the form as you saw. So just to show you again, you can see what is your budget, what are your goals, and then the interest one at the top there. So all of that information is being automatically pulled in from that via a webhook. Call status cool. So yeah, that's that bit pretty cool. Let's head over to Telegram and see what the notification looks like. Okay, so let me just move me out the way. That is the notification that we got pretty much instantly. So you can see my name, my email, my phone number. So you can just click that phone number and it will automatically call the lead straight away. The interests, the client info, and the budget. So you've got a bit of information there as well, and you're not going into the call blind. So really, really powerful stuff. The only downside to this is that you have got to be at your phone 24/7. So that's where the outbound AI system comes in. So you're not always having to pick up the phone and be ready to go straight away. So now we've done that, let's show you the example of the outbound call agent. Okay, so I've had to switch camera to my webcam just because I was using my phone to record. So just to show you this outbound call agent demo. So let's quickly just disable this and connect this back up. And then we'll go back to the U-form form and we'll repeat the process and just fill that in very quickly. Cool, so great, so we'll submit that form. We'll head back over to our database and we'll see the new lead pop up in a second. There we go. The new lead has popped up and I am receiving a phone call. I'll go ahead and answer it.
Thanks for filling out the Work With Us form. Is this Marcus I'm speaking with?
Yeah, hi, this is Marcus.
Hey Marcus, great to talk with you. I see you're interested in automation services. Can you tell me a bit more about what you're hoping to achieve with automation?
Cool. So as you can see, really, really cool stuff. The AI outbound assistant knew exactly the information that I filled in on the form. Knew my name, knew that my interest was automation services, and then also said, what did you want to learn about automation regarding the client info from the form. So super powerful automation here, and like I mentioned earlier, has the potential to boost conversions up to 400%. Okay, so that is it. We've shown the demonstration of both of the speed to lead systems, so the Telegram notification and then also the outbound call agent. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave everything, all the setup information in the description below, all the VAPI prompts, all the VAPI tool setup, guides, like everything will be in the description below. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to bring out a full tutorial on how to build a system like this from scratch. So just bear with me. It will be out soon. But yeah, I don't want to drag this video on for too long. Just wanted to give you a brief breakdown and show you how it works. Stay tuned for the full tutorial. Once you've got the templates downloaded, you can go through yourself and set this up. All you need to do is get your credentials from Uform, Cal, VAPI, Airtable, Telegram, all that good stuff, and just link it all up. Again, bear with me. A full tutorial is going to be coming out very soon on how to set this up. But yeah, get your information, and then all you need to do really is just click on each module in this template and just put your information in there. Simple as that. But yeah, thank you very much for viewing this video. I know it probably feels a little bit cut short, but I will be dropping a video very shortly on how to set this up from scratch. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching and have a great day.